Oftentimes, the best strategy for scoring is to clear the obstacles. Clearing the path also works in economic development. You can see it in play in Hamtramck, Michigan, where Michigan's Mile Act, without any cost to taxpayers, is helping an amateur soccer team grow to a new level and bringing along a school district and newcomer investors for the ride.
I don't invest. This was my first big kid decision, I guess you could say. I just started a job, a full-time job in June, so really having the opportunity to invest into something that is right here in the city of Detroit was something that I really appreciated.
Number 21, Brett Mason.
The soccer team, Detroit City FC, had a problem. It became too popular too fast. For its first 3 years, the team was playing at the Cass Tech High School Stadium in Detroit, but it was not big enough to hold the fans. The team's 3,500 tickets sold out months in advance. The solution? A bigger stadium.
We looked everywhere in Detroit, and Hamtramck was the one place that had the space that we thought we would need for capacity.
Keyworth Stadium could seat 11,000 people, but the World War II era relic was falling apart, and its owner, the Hamtramck School District, had little capacity to fix it. Many residents are immigrants with limited means.
A place that has the highest poverty level in the state, but nevertheless extreme pride. You're not going to see Hamtramck walking around with their hands out asking for money.
In exchange for a lease, the team was willing to finance the improvements. But raising that capital can be a lengthy and costly process. That's where the Mile Act comes in. Signed into law in 2013, it allows entrepreneurs to raise up to $1 million in capital as long as the venture and the investors are in Michigan. The team had a head start, its passionate supporters. It put together a prospectus. Buyers could invest as little as $250 or as much as $50,000 for a guaranteed rate of return based on game revenue. One of the toughest hurdles was convincing investors, many of them fans, that this was more than crowdfunding.
We weren't asking for handouts. We didn't want to have people fund us unless we were comfortable sort of putting it all out there with our financials and showing that we were truly a good investment.
Supporters thought of the investment as a way to get back some of that money they spend on games.
And I knew that if we were to make any money back, it would be for his future. But not only that, he loves the team so much. It's all he talked about all winter. So every day hearing about DCFC kind of spurred me to invest.
Fan Stephanie Jakowski was definitely in, but her fiance, not so sure.
You've seen a lot about what's going on with these Kickstarters that don't come through. If the atmosphere wasn't exciting, it wasn't something, the investment wouldn't have been something I would have been a part of.
It kind of made sense as an investment even. They've seen every single season exponential growth in attendance, exponential growth in sales, like everything has grown so quickly here.
The Mile Act requires ventures to raise the money within 1 year. The team beat the deadline by 1 month.
527 investors pledged $741,250.
Renovation work began immediately. There were walls to be sandblasted, benches to repair.
70-year-old structure is a 70-year-old structure.
While the district appreciated the renovation, it had to arrange its school sports schedule to accommodate the 25 Friday night soccer games. The team would also be serving alcohol, and that required approval from the board. And there was another consideration.
Make sure that the community is able to continue to use this. You can come here at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and you see the place, literally 30 people playing soccer.
Neighbors seem to be welcoming the team.
Probably bring the community a bit more together since, the Yemenis are down here, the Albanians, the Bosnians down here, they don't really know each other much.
We've been asking for it, to be honest with you. We finally have a local team to support, it's close to my house. A lot of my friends, a lot of my close people, like everybody else that I know loves soccer except for, obviously, for Ahmed. But we're looking for it, we're looking forward for it. I think we're gonna share so much memories here.
The season opener at the new home stadium turned out to be nothing short of memorable.
But it's also something I'm going to walk into and I'm going to be there and I'm going to see like my dollars made this.
7,410 spectators turned out. They brought their enthusiasm, their money, and new hope for the community.
Off the charts excitement. You could feel the energy, not only in the stadium, but in the streets and in the schools.
The Mile Act and private investment working in Detroit.
For you, we say